So I'm gonna have a very serious and real conversation right now. I'm probably not gonna spend too much time listening to people. I mean, if you guys want to say some shit in the thing below, then that's great. But I was born to end Christianity and all religions that are based on superstition, savagery, and stupidity. When I say Christianity, it's the shit that you motherfuckers think about when you think of Christianity. Praying to a sky phantom, waiting for a heaven that's never gonna come, spiritually abusing children into savagery and fear and existential dread. I was born to end that. So I don't hide it that that is my stated objective. There are pieces of shit out there, little low brain people that would say, well, don't let everybody know what you're doing. Just do it. I am doing it. All right. Secretly do it behind the scenes. I come from a culture, right, where secrets were real. A real secret you can proclaim before the crowd, and none of these motherfuckers would know. I say fourth finger on D string is G. That's a secret. 99.9999999% of people out there are not gonna know what the fuck that means. I just said a secret openly. I just told you guys that, and I'm not the only one. There are many of us, but we are here to end superstition, fear, dread, all that stuff. And you dumb motherfuckers is on this YouTube channel, and you just scroll through. And oh shit, I gotta go to work on Monday. Well, here's your solution right on this motherfucking channel. Oh man, oh, I wish I had a healthy sex life. Oh, let me go look at porn. Nothing wrong with looking at porn if you're over the age of 25. But the solution is right fucking here. Anyway, I have been taught to be humble and to hide under like, oh, we're the same. Like we're, if I'm the best plumber in the world, or I come from a long lineage of plumbers, and you just found out what plumbing is today, we're the same. No, we're not the fucking same. Or are you saying that you're better than us, dumb fucking idiot? Go somewhere else. This isn't for you if you think that's what I'm saying. I'm saying different people are designed to do different things. A Siberian tiger does what a Siberian tiger does. It does what it does. It was designed to do that. And deer are designed to do what they do. If you think that so Siberian tiger is better than the deer, or the deer are better than the Siberian tiger based on their unique characteristics, you're a savage troglodyte. You don't have a functioning brain. You're not old enough spiritually to deal with this material. So go the fuck somewhere else, right? But if you're one of those people that's on this path that gets this material that understands it, then support it, because it's going to create a world in which you're going to wake up one day and you're going to say, I used to have to go to a job. I hated that. First 30 years of my life, every single Sunday night, I felt this existential dread, or I felt this profound frustration, or I felt this malaise, sadness, despair. And now I don't have that anymore. Why? Because I created a golden age for myself. And it all started. I started listening to this crazy motherfucking guy on the YouTube channel who was talking about a world that works. A world that works. That didn't make no fucking sense. A world that works. I've been praying to Jesus. Jesus is gonna fix all my problems. That dead motherfucker that never smiles in the goddamn movies. Geopolitical Christianity is the retribution. It's the chickens coming home to roost. The mainstream Christians, starting with the Orthodox Christians, yes, you Orthodox motherfuckers, you killed off the very branches of Christianity that would have made you relevant for the future. So they murdered Hypatia, one of the greatest minds of the modern era. They destroyed the Library of Alexandria, at least what was left of it. And then they created this profound pattern of savagery, superstition, suffering, struggling, and stupidity. and then they just bred that into their stupid offspring. Children are brilliant under the age of 5, but their offspring after the age of 5 were fucking stupid. So, anyway. There's no future for like a superstitious world. And this channel is what it is. It's gonna be what it is. And it's scary, it's frightening, you know, and creating a world that works. Hello from Russia. You Russian motherfuckers have got it going on. You guys produce very attractive females, very attractive women. Also very strong men. I'm not gonna lie, Russian men are fucking killers, man. Yeah, strong motherfuckers. But you know, Russia actually is going to rule the world, I think, or it's not going to rule the world, but Russia's probably going to have dominance in the world moving forward. The United States has gotten really soft. They're really, really soft. I still love the United States. I think it's really great, but I think the Russians are killing it. You know, I think the Russians are killing it. Of course, that's centuries of being bred in the North. You guys have to deal with 10-month long winters or whatever you guys deal with up there in Siberia. So. Not blowing steam up your ass. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm observing things, you know? Red Elephant, what's up? What's up, Xander? Good to see you again. Hello, I'm talking about how we're going to destroy Christianity. One fucking person at no. We're going to resurrect a religion that works. The Christians killed off the Gnostics and the mystics and the brilliant philosophers and all that stuff a long time ago, and we inherited a superstitious version of Christianity that's dead and useless. There's too many people running away from it, understandably, because it doesn't work. So I don't know. I just got a little bit fired up, and I kind of lost my fire before I started the video. But this guy Trax, I just watched him like fucking obliterate some people, and I was like, God, this man is a true man. I love this. This guy is he's got vengeance in his blood, man. Vengeance in his blood. Let's see. From Jesus Kingdom, of course. I live in Russia and pray for my country, but I don't care about politics or anything. Dude, man, do more than pray for your country, man. I mean, I don't know how you pray. You might pray the real way, so maybe you're doing the right thing, you know. But I'm down with like the Russia. The great thing about Russian Christianity, the Orthodoxy in Russia and places like that, is like it goes back to their culture, right? It's embedded in their culture, like in Ethiopia, Coptic Christianity, and Orthodox Christianity in Ethiopia, in Egypt, and all these other places. But even those forms of Christianity are limiting, they're stifling to the culture. So you have to like they stomped out the pagans, unfortunately. But in Russia, I will say some of the Russian Orthodox Christians did preserve some of the native Slavic pagan things. Like if you look at the Orthodox Church in Russia, some of their oh god, I can't remember the name of it. There's a certain sect in the Orthodox Church that deals with the left-hand path of the darkness and like all the native Russian religion stuff, and those guys are like real, and you can see it in their eyes. Just look up. They wear red and black. I forgot the name of them, but they are like, it takes you like 30 years, something crazy like that, to join them. And then when you become one of those monks, you like your life is over, literally. Like you don't ever go to the regular world anymore. Those are legit. Those guys are legit. You're not even supposed to see them. I think it's hard to take pictures of them. Maybe you can remind me of it. There's a certain order, a certain sect in the Orthodox Church in Russia. Maybe you can tell us in the chat. Okay, explore the fun in real life. Seeing positive content, Florida. Okay, Coca-Cola. All right. What was the first version of Christianity that worked, or would that even be the way to ask that question? That's a good question. The first form of Christianity that worked is found in what they called Atlantis in Egypt. So Kemet and Atlantis had the first forms of Christianity at work. Or I should say, the best way to ask the question is, what was the last version of Christianity that worked? What was the last version of Christianity that worked? And the last version of Christianity that worked died out um, during the time of Hermes Trismegistus. And if you want evidence of that, I can give it to you. They didn't call it Christianity. They didn't call it. It was Christianity, but how do I say this? Christianity, at least the Christianity you hear Jesus espousing in the Gospels, is not a fairy tale religion of mindless idiots talking about heaven and one day Jesus is gonna come back and save us from our sins and no, no, no. Jesus was talking about your ability to create heaven on earth for yourself. All the things that you're seeking, all the things that you want. Jesus was saying, you can have that now. Why the fuck would you wait for a sky phantom to fall out of the sky and poop it out for you? He said it in Luke 21. The kingdom of God or the kingdom of heaven doesn't come from observation. You don't go and say, oh, there it is in the sky, or it's under the ground, it's here. It's inside of you. The ability, the basilean, your ability to create reality, to shape your life, to live and experience the fullness of what you are here is situated within you. Entros, basilean is the Greek word for the basis. And when he's saying basilean to theou, the kingdom of God, basilean to theou, he's talking about like the basis of the manifesting reality, the basis of that which creates reality is situated within you, is situated within you. But it was mystically translated by the English speakers who translated it from the Koine Greek. Instead of translating it in a practical way that people could perhaps wrap their minds around, they realized that that would make it impossible for them to take your money and steal the power of your soul. And so they translated it in a mystical way. The kingdom of God in the sky. Jesus said in Luke, it's not in the sky. It's not in the desert. It's not under your foot. It's not in the fucking pile of sand over there. It's entros, the Greek word entros, inside of you. And not to say, oh, it's among you, meaning get a bunch of superstitious troglodytes together to believe in some fantasy that never fucking happened. Okay, oh, it's among the troglodytes. Let's all get these fucking idiots to believe in something that never fucking happens, never will happen, never has happened, never is gonna fucking happen, never is happening. Let's all get together and believe in some fucking delusion. And that's what they're saying the word entros means, the Greek word entros. But the Greek word entros can be applied in many ways. It just means within. So it can mean among, within, on the inside, at the inner parts of something. So it's all about how smart you are when you translate that Koine Greek. Are you reading it like a superstitious numbskull, or are you reading it like a practical person who doesn't give a fuck about believing or having faith or having hope? And you're saying, how can I translate this in a way where I get outcomes and results? And so that's what Jesus was talking about. And of course, all the Christians, they're going to argue, that's fine. Okay, go get on your knees and pray to the sky. And let's see who gets the results. Me, I'm going to get on my feet and go after it and fucking create it. I'm going to be wrong. I'm going to fail. I'm going to suffer sometimes a little bit, not suffer, but I'm going to experience some pain. You don't got to suffer. But, you know, there's a little bit of pain and discomfort, but I'm going to fucking get it. I'm going to fucking create it. I'm going to be wrong. I'm going to be hated. I'm going to be judged. I'm not going to be like, I guess I'm going to fucking do it. And then these bitch niggas are going to look back and say, how'd you do it? We were praying for you. Yeah, you were praying to your fucking worthless dead God. I was walking on my feet. Fuck you motherfuckers and keep your prayers to yourself. I got on my feet and I fucking went out there and did it. I was alone. I was scared. I was tired. I was afraid. And I kept going. And I fucking created it. And I'm saying that in the middle of hell right now. And I'm going to fucking do it. And there's going to be Satan standing on my left hand. Stolos standing on my left hand. And then Michael and Gabriel and Raphael and all the other motherfuckers on the right. And they're going to be saying, yep, we knew he could do it. That's Christianity. intelligence, practicality, reason, results. All I'm saying here is the sky is blue, the grass is green, water is wet, and fire is hot. I'm not saying anything special, but everybody's been in this world of like blind stupidity where they tell you, oh, there's an invisible man in the sky that likes you. But don't be a bad boy, because then he's going to burn your ass up forever, motherfucker. You little kid, you don't know any better. That's spiritual abuse, but you don't know. Society doesn't even recognize that. Oh, I don't want to burn forever. I know how bad it feels to touch the stove, and I hate that to be all over my body. So how can I be a good little boy and not burn forever? Listen to mommy and daddy. Listen to the pastor. Let everybody else tell you how to be a good boy. Okay, Billy, we don't like that man over there because he's a carpet munching butt fucker. He's a bad person that's going to burn in hell. Now you need to hate him too. He's not done anything to me. I don't have a reason to hate him. Billy, do you want to upset the magical fairy sky phantom man, invisible man in the sky who loves you, but's going to burn you for fucking ever, Billy? No, piss him off. Well, you need to hate that gay guy over there. Okay, I hate you, Mr. Gay Man, who never did anything to me. I hate you. That's Christianity, as it is practiced. Oh, no, we're not like that anymore. We accept the gays. We like black people. 2,000 years of that bullshit has caused humanity to fall into a dark age so fucking dark. I don't know if even me and my team could pull you motherfuckers out of it. But we're going to do our best because we always are successful and we always fucking make it happen. If you ask me, when is the last time Christianity was effective? It's 12,000 years ago, at the end of the Golden Age. And that's when Hermes Trismegistus wrote his book. You know, I know Hermes Trismegistus, 400 BC. I get it, but that was the last time Christianity was effective. Back when people had practical functioning brains. I went off on a tangent. It's probably a good one too. All right, let's see what you motherfuckers have to say. Positive photos. I believe in Jesus, and I saw him. He forgave, or he forgive me for my sins, and I'm free from this. Jesus did it on a cross for me. We don't preach that here, brother. I mean, you're welcome to believe whatever you want. Results. If that's getting you results, I'm happy for you. I don't know what to say about that. All right, well, there you go. Brother, you are sinner. Let's talk. Let's talk online. No, thank you, bro. All right. You see, and that's the kind of stuff, you know? Drea says, oh my fucking yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. HG. Yeah, that was chill to know. Thank you for answering me. Also, what you just shared about Luke and the way you explain the fantasy and explain the Greek word for within. Yeah. The word is entros. ENTROS. I mean, it's not written that way. That's English lettering, but you'll find it. Just do a Strong's concordance look. I don't remember the Strong's concordance number, but you can look it up. So yeah, we can create a world that works, folks. Kids don't have to die. Bombs don't have to fall. I know that's big, right? That's big. Bombs dropping on babies. That's a big fucking thing. Who can fix that? We all have our little part to play, right? We all have our little part to play. But it doesn't start with stopping bombs dropping on babies, even that would be nice. It starts with loving yourself today. It starts with waking up in the morning and saying, today is my day. Today doesn't belong to my job. It doesn't belong to my bitch. It doesn't belong to my mom or dad or husband or child or whatever. It belongs to me. And so if I'm doing something today, am I showing up 100%? Am I loving the people fully that I'm dealing with? And is the love that I'm putting out into the world returning to me grace and power and freedom and perfection? Am I getting the results that I'm seeking in life? Do I feel more confident? The most powerful people on earth, the true Christians, are those who are confident, those who create positive change in the world, those who help other people see the light of life. Doesn't matter what they call themselves. And it's these people that will move us into a golden age. It's these people who wake up every day and say, how do I make today the best day of my life up until this point? And that could mean going to your job. That could mean loving your wife or husband or girlfriend, boyfriend, or Jesus, whoever the fuck it is, right? That could mean, taking care of kids. It can mean anything. But if you're living the best life that you can possibly fucking live today, that's going to radiate out and that's going to create spark of life in this world. I was so blessed to see this beautiful woman working at a Mongolian food place, and she's killing it. It's like so chaotic. It's a million orders coming in. She's working her ass off, and she's doing it with this beautiful smile, a genuine smile. And I'm talking chaos. It's like 8 Uber drivers, 10 DoorDash drivers sitting there with their phones ready to pick up orders. And there's like 50 motherfuckers getting food and all their little kids. And this lady and another guy, they're just going, 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 going. He's working his ass off. She's working her ass off. She's doing it with a smile. She's this beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman working her ass off, killing it. And she gave me a free meal, by the way. And just like, I could have been frustrated. I could have been whatever, but it was her light, her divine light that shined out. That's hard fucking work. She's over there on a grill, running back and forth, bringing bowls out. He's cooking it up, and it's like, wow, 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 wow. Now imagine she could not do that if it was like she's trying to be a good person. She's naturally virtuous. She's living from divine power. That's a Christian. Even if she calls herself whatever, she could be an atheist. I don't give a fuck. She could be a Satanist for all I fucking know. But her actions speak louder than words. Jesus said, by their fruits you shall know them. Look at what a person's putting out in the world. Are they showing up with that light in their eyes? Do you see a child when you see this person, a pure, not like pure in the sense of like, I don't look at nudie pics. None of that bullshit. That's not real. Real purity is what you see is what you get. Seeing a real fucking person. Whether they're cussing, whatever they're doing. Who gives a fuck? That's what Jesus was talking about. The pure inherit the earth. The Greek word for pure meant it was the same word as, I don't remember the word, but it was a word for a field that's been cleared of trees. Like the word was when they use the word pure in the Greek, it was a term to describe a field that was flat, like where they cut all the trees out. And Jesus was describing a person that doesn't have anything hiding what's underneath. That's why children are pure. That's why animals are pure. They don't have all these lies and bullshit. Like I see these motherfucking um manifestation and law of attraction and positive people on the fucking internet talking this bullshit about, how do I manifest? Let me be positive. You're doing nothing. Onanism. Who can't send you blessings? Life can't show up for you if you're wearing a mask, hiding yourself. And that's why you think children are so precious. Why you think Jesus said, anybody that harms these little kids, it's better to put a lodestone around their neck and throw it in the sea. That's violent language. Jesus was not a pansy. He was saying, you put a fucking rope about this motherfucker's neck and put a stone, 1-ton stone on it and throw them in the ocean. It's better to do that to them than to what's going to happen to them if they harm these children. And that goes for us too. There's a child inside of us that every day we're harming because we're letting what mommy said decide our life, what daddy said decide our destiny, what the church said decide how we experience God. I did that for a long time. And I wondered why my life wasn't working, why I was putting all of these seeds out of love and of passion and of all this stuff, and it just wasn't working. Because that little beautiful, pure version of me that was deep down inside, I silenced him so that mommy could be heard, so that daddy could be validated, so the church could be right, so society could have some say. And God is saying, you could do that. You can call yourself a sinner. I don't. I don't think you're a sinner. I made you. Why the fuck would I get on your case about doing what I've made you to do? Thank you for that question. Hugo says, I feel like I'm caving as a human being. Nothing more can satisfy me anymore. Drea said, we will. Hugo says, I don't love anybody and nobody loves me back. And Drea says, thank you, yes. Oh my fucking this is the message for me. I'm glad. Listen, Hugo, you're in the right place. I know how you feel. I've been feeling that on and off for many days. And you're right to feel that way. It's dark, it's scary, and it's easy to want to give up. And I want to say that it's okay to give up on the version of you that everybody else was okay with. It's okay to crack a couple of eggs. It's okay to disappoint a couple of people. It's okay to be wrong and feel right on the inside. There's so many times I wanted to jump, like, man, you know what healed me the other day? I felt vengeance in my blood. I was like, all the motherfuckers that I gave so much for that are judging me now because I'm not killing myself for them. Fuck those motherfuckers. Right? I'm not going to go out and hurt them because that's going to hurt me. I'm going to end up in jail again. Not going to fucking hurt my life, motherfucker. I deserve to live a good life. Fuck them. Fuck their ideas. Fuck their beliefs. Well, I just want to talk to you. No, fuck you. I'm praying for you. No, fuck you. Keep your goddamn prayers. Don't send them for me because you're cursing me. When you're in that place where you want to give up, you're in the right place because that's where you find your darkness. That's where you find your power. And I would say, lean into it. What if you don't want to give up? What if you want to give up the mask you've been wearing to please all those motherfuckers? I would say just take the mask off, throw it in the trash. If they don't like what they see when they see your real face, they weren't for you. Move on. But love yourself. Most of us want to give up on this life because we came here to create a world that works and we're drowning in a world that's broken. The only way you can create a world that works is if you show up 100% you. All your flaws, all your fuck ups, all your fear, all your failures, show the fuck up. You don't like me? I love me because I'm all I've got. I'm all I fucking have in this world. And I'm not going to do anything to me but love me until I get to where I'm getting. And I'm going to tell you, man, there's so many people that have been where you have been and where you are, Hugo, where they're like, man, I'm giving up, man. Nobody loves me. Nobody wants me. Well, guess what, Hugo? You're seeing the truth that they can't see. And God's revealed it to you because you're strong enough to handle it. I know it's breaking you. I know it's cracking your soul. I know. There are times where I just want to give up. It's like I'm living my nightmare. But I'm not going to fucking give up. There's a part of me that says, don't give up. Don't give up. You're almost there. Every little bit of darkness that you feel, every dark corner that you go into, there's a piece of you there. There's a piece of you hidden in that dark corner. Motherfuckers that are afraid of that power hid it there. They kicked it over into the corner after they ripped it off of you. They kicked it over in the corner because they knew that was your power. Imagine they robbed you of your royal ring and they ripped it off your hand and threw it into a dark corner and say, don't go in the dark. Don't go into the darkness. Right. And here are you. Life has pushed you into the darkness alone by yourself. Nobody loves you. Nobody likes you. When you show your true face, everybody tells you you're dirty and ugly and hideous. And where do you go? Into the darkness. But your royal ring is there. Your power ring is there. Your cape is there as a hero, a true hero, a hero for your life. Your power is there in the darkness, the aloneness. That's where your power is. So go into that dark corner. And I found that I have more confidence in that dark place. You see, we came here into this dark world because we could handle it. Everybody else is sitting in the beams of your light. But you have to charge into that darkness alone, by yourself. But don't worry, there's other of 'em out there. We're not You're not actually alone. You actually have allies in the dark. Okay? You have allies in the dark, my friend. So cultivate that power in yourself. Don't ever give up on you, but continue to find you in that dark place. I found more of my power in that darkness. Think about Jesus when he was on the cross and he said, you know, my Father, why hast thou forsaken me? He was in a very dark place. He thought it was all over. He was crying and sweating drops of blood. It was blood coming out of his forehead and out of his eyes. That's symbolism, right? But he knew that he was almost done with his mission. And people say, oh, his sacrifice, he died on the cross. No, it wasn't. Christians, mainstream Christians don't know how to read the fucking Bible. That was his release. His sacrifice was when he was born. Look it up. When he was born, he was wrapped in swaddling clothing. What is the real swaddling clothing? Is the death garment. When he was a baby, they had to wrap him in death garments. He was born to death. That was his sacrifice. When he got to Gethsemane, the skull, the word Gethsemane means the place of the skull, or Golgotha actually means place of the skull. Garden of Gethsemane was before the Golgotha was a place of the skull. When he got to Golgotha and all that stuff, he broke down, but he was about to be released. And it wasn't his death that was his sacrifice, that was his release, meaning there was the part of him that everyone had access to that died. His divinity shone through as a result of that. And so it's all allegory, right? It's not a literal story of a literal guy. I mean, maybe there was a Jewish rabbi. I believe there was a Jewish rabbi that went through all this stuff, perhaps. But all of that aside, we could throw all the stories out. It's a story about you. The story of Jesus is the story of you. It's a story of you awakening. It's a story of you overcoming your limitations you adopted from mommy, from daddy, from society, from the church, from science, from psychology, from therapists, from fucking, let's talk about your problems, those motherfuckers, right? And so I'm here to tell you that we're here to create a world that works. Superstition is dying. Savagery is dead. We're done with that. There's no more struggle and suffer for people like us. We go into the darkness knowing that we are finding bits of ourselves there. Don't fear your demons. Befriend your demons. Integrate your demons and then disintegrate those who try to tear apart. That's our job. So if you're in that darkness, Hugo, welcome to the club. You're going to find your light. You're going to find your power. And on the other side of that is going to be a world so beautiful and glorious you never could have imagined it. I remember in 2016, I was breaking down. I had a pain in my soul like I'd never experienced before. I was 2 years I was married at that time. And by this point in 2016, it had been 2 years since I was celibate again, basically. Okay. I was okay with my wife at that time, dating or seeing other people. But I wasn't doing that because I didn't think that she was ready for me to go out and do those things. I was completely okay with her doing whatever she intended to do. But I had noticed that she just wasn't ready for that. And so I was just breaking down and I was just like, man, I'm tired of being celibate. I was having all these physical aches in my back and all these stupid, psychosomatic manifestations of pent up sexual frustration. And so I just broke down and I felt like it was the lowest point of my life at that point because I'm tired. Here I am trying to be a good husband, trying to be an amazing father, living this life. I was sleeping in a chair because I couldn't sleep flat for many years by this point, 7 years by this point. Yeah. And 6 years by this point, I couldn't sleep flat. And I was just like, I don't know what to do. I'm falling apart, and I had tried to, fast and meditate and pray and say, source of life, bring me the answers. Trying to be positive and all this stuff. And it finally kind of broke down, and yeah, it was a very dark period. And then the very person that crashed out because I was gonna go take care of myself sexually. I was actually gonna go see a therapist, a surrogate. It's a woman that helps you to figure out what's going on with you sexually and probably helps you out a little bit. One of these motherfuckers. Uh, and so I went to go see her, and I told my wife at that time, I said, "Look, I'm gonna go see this specialist, the surrogate lady," and she freaked out. She lost her shit. She was like, "No, I can't." Da, 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 da. And I was like, something told me, wait, you see what just happened? She had a boyfriend 2 years into the marriage, and here you are on year 9 or 10 of the marriage, and no, it's not year 9 of the marriage, and you still haven't had anything outside of this marriage, and you're outsourcing your pleasure to her. You're letting her decide what you do with your body, and you guys haven't had sex in 2 years. That has nothing to do with her. That's you. And so I took that message to heart. It was my spirit saying to me, yeah, this is a dark place. You feel this, right? This is where your power is. So the next year, the very person that crashed out over me, saying, I'm going to go get this specialist and get some help here, this very person accidentally connected me with a world of sexual expression and freedom. The next year, that very next year, as soon as it became 2017, I walked into a world that blew my mind. Telling you guys this story, it's a bit of a long story, but I'm talking like insane experiences. Watch my other videos, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, like, just all the years of being in a sexless marriage were made up for every single month. Ah, it was beautiful. For the next 3 years, it was just abundance beyond words. You're in a dark place. If you're still here, Hugo, but anybody, if you experience this dark place and all this stuff, like, it's right before the dawn, but there's something in you that has to die, that has to break. And the thing in me that had to die, that had to break, was my dedication to her approval, my dedication to her satisfaction over mine. I was saying, she's in charge of how much pleasure I have in my life, and I'm not having a sexual marriage while sleeping in a chair. And she had a nice big bed, but I was sleeping in a chair, waking up in excruciating pain every couple of days. Every 2 weeks, I had to get taken out of work because I couldn't stand, I couldn't walk, I couldn't breathe. And they were doing CTs and MRIs and all this stuff. Of course, all that stuff went away because I was fucking for 3 years straight. A lot of fucking. All that pent up energy, I released it. But that darkness led me to that. There was a part of me that had to die. The part of me that was saying, my wife is in charge of the amount of pleasure I get to experience. I'm an adult fucking man. I'm there for my fucking kids. Like fucking there. Like, on the one day I have off, I took off a day in the middle of the week so I could go and volunteer at their school every week. I was playing cello to them every single night. Not no, every single night for 3 years for them to go to sleep. Doesn't matter if I got home at midnight after working my second job. I got out that cello and played lullabies when they went to sleep. So I was giving her the power over my pleasure. And I had to go through that dark period where I broke. And the person in me that was like, happy wife, happy life, she's in charge of my pleasure, broke. And he said, fuck that shit. And I can tell you, after I told her, hey, I'm gonna go see the surrogate, because I had been building a relationship with this person over a year. You have to build trust and stuff. And I told the lady at the last minute, hey, I'm heading up. And I said to my wife, hey, I'm going over to the surrogate lady, whatever. Crashed out, and then I broke it off after a year of building a relationship with this lady, trust and all this stuff, conversations. And then like two weeks later, I went and saw a lady, and that's my signal to get going. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sharing and liking and all that stuff. Guys, we're here to create a world that works. If you're in a dark place, That's because the creative source, the power that's inside of you, is sending you into the shadows to find your power again. I encourage you, go into the darkness, meet your demons, befriend your demons, integrate your demons, because they're here to protect you, and then disintegrate all the ideas, the shackles, the limitations, and the fears that are tearing you down. Stay Apex.